we are on the site of the castle.
And it was the first time the Beatles had really stopped being semi-professional almost.
Look at that.
Absolutely fascinating.
That's what you do. You buy these clothes that cost money and make a difference in it. But we never do that.
Never complains, gets up, gets on with a smile on his face.
You just want you to sit in your chair and go, hip hip hooray, for the Western press and the Western narrative. You dare dictate the same old, every single day, without this. If you haven't seen it before, please watch the first series, the first 2 episodes, the second series. Stallone. Hey everyone. I'll just that message there I read it. Hello Frank, the stream says it started at 8 o'clock. Yeah, I've been here since 8 o'clock last night. I don't do the schedules. I just say, what time I'm starting. If you know what I mean, Edward. I don't know where this comes up from. Honestly, I don't think it's Jason. If you know what I mean. Last night. Saturday night. Don't know nothing about that, honestly. Honestly, I don't. But anyway, we're here now. Let's see what we can do. Gary Richards. Hey up, Frank, dear boy. Hey up, Gary. It's not the Telly Oden today, is it, Gary? Not Telly Oden, chum. Just want to add this. It's got Payton Services who sponsor the Frank Carlyle show. Sponsors all the shows, to be honest. Great fella, great people, fully time share, fully insured, 5-star customer ratings, customer references, that is, on request. They are the brilliant lads. I've had them in myself. They've been in and out, done a fantastic job. If you're there, like your grandparents, and if they want their house doing or whatever, just get these. They get a special discount. Even if, you're past that age now where you've retired, get them in. Get a special discount. If you know anyone who's an NHS worker, get them in. My daughter's an NHS worker. Get them in. Special discount for them. But failing that, if you're not in that category, as I've always said, they're very reasonable. Don't struggle. If you know what I mean. Get these lads in. Got Payton Services. Honestly, they're brilliant. If you go on the match, go to at Scarf or a badge. Let Michelle and Mike Dean, her husband, sort you out with all this fabulous stuff. Honestly, and it's all quality as well. No crap. Believe it. No crap. They're brilliant people. And really nice, So just get along to them next match or go online. You can get them online as well. Okay. So let's get back to what's happening today. Another game. Plymouth Argyle. All our wonderful away fans are down there already. And Edward says, are you doing a pre-match pod now? Yeah, this is the pre-match. Then I'll be doing a post-match as well. And very soon I'll be doing a watch-along. Imagine me watching me doing a watch-along. But that's what I'll be doing anyway. Yeah, so Edward, this is a pre-match, mate. Cole. What's that? What's that called? I don't know what that is. And the Coppite, that was Coppite. Come on, Reds. Yes. And then says, Carlyle from Argyle. See, these are our lads. These are our lads. Good job I wasn't down there with the lads, wasn't it? Simply because, you know, that's what they'd be singing. Carlyle from Argyle. Carlyle in Argyle. I've been to our Plymouth, though. I went down to see the Victory. Nelson's ship. Brilliant. Fantastic. And it's strange, you know, because do you know where you go down where the cannons are, or where, you know, the cannons, still got the cannons there, so small, because they were only little, small in those days, very small. I've got the hiccups, you know, I've got cataracts. When I get my glasses, as I said, they said to me, when it becomes too bright, you'll have to wear your sunglasses. Don't make it goes anywhere. So you might see me wearing sunglasses, you know, through the bloody shows. The Coppite says, hopefully, Nagum. Oh, where did all these names come from? And McConnell and Naomi get the nod. Yeah. See, with what I've got, I don't think people realise that letters disappear on me. They just disappear, if you know what I mean. So, you know, the long words, they just disappear on me, the letters. Half of the time, I don't know what the word is. So I'm glad that Nagamoa is a Coppite. And McConnell, Naomi get the nod. I think they'll do so. Argyle. Carlyle in Argyle. Jim. I'll tell you something, little trivia. When Robert Newton, great actor, you know, has anybody ever heard him speak properly? I mean, you know, he doesn't speak like that at all. He speaks very, very far back. Watch some of his old films, you know. He's a special agent in one. Something about Dublin, you know, crossing to Dublin or something. About the Second World War. And that's his proper voice, very far back. And he went, you know, so he they asked him to do, and he said, yeah, okay, I'll do it. And he came out, and he said, well, this Long John Silver must have had an accent, and it must have been a Southwest accent. And he came out with that accent. Jim lad. That's the way he came out and said. So he went, oh, that's great, that do that. I think he's done it though, and do you know, they obviously did a yes and everything else. And when they were doing a take, he came out and said it. The very first take they were taking. And he came out and said, you know, like a couple of lines. And the director said, "Cut! What are you doing?" And they kept it in. And that's how it was. You know, with the little and pulling the eye, you know, when he pulls the eye. Why am I going on like this? Cracking up. Anyway, the cop I says, that's yours. Oh, you chef. Edward think he will. What's that? Oh, yeah. Chiesa, yes, I agree there. Chiesa's definitely playing. Jota will play as well. Jota, I think Diaz will play. You'll get the players that have just had a couple of minutes, you know, like the other night. They'll all be playing. Yeah, I'm doing it, Edwards. I'm doing it pre-match, post-match, I'm sorry. That starts at 5 o'clock, something like that, after the game. These now for every game? Yeah, Edwards. Afraid so. Afraid so, unless my electricity goes again. I was mad that the other night, Friday night. I had loads to talk about. That was totally different. No football, no nothing. No films, no nothing. It was all about what's going on in the world today. Play a load of GCSE students for this one. Play a load of GCSE students for this one. What do you mean, Joseph? Yusuf. You bamboozled me there. It's GCSE, isn't it? Yeah. And the Prem sides have gotten too strong, not being any upsets, unfortunately, in the cup. I was just speaking to our Francine, and she said that Man United, I don't watch them. We're very lucky they scored a mad goal that was well offside, and I don't know, haven't a clue. My old mate Paul. Good afternoon, Frank. We go again. You never walk alone, absolutely. We do go again. And as I say, Frank, you should take up acting. I've been in a panto. I've been in things. Really, I've appeared on the Empire as well. Me, let alone me. Not doing Jim. None of them things. And Yusuf says, happy 30th anniversary for the Everton as well. That's roughly not, says Yusuf. That's shocking. You're awful, you. Afternoon, Don Franco, says IBR. Come stare. Amico mio, IBR, come stare. Yusuf gets all the lemonades, we get all the beer. Scott, yeah. God, blimey, do you know what, this bloody thing? Every time I come in here. But mind you, I'm like that in the living there. And Copeye says, Yusuf, yep, happy birthday. Oh, come on. Some blues might be listening in. Do you ever remember that bloke who used to come on and he said that we were all great and everything else? He doesn't come on anymore, so it must have been having a go. Unbeknown to me. The outfield. And that's what says, Yusuf, Paul Rideout. Yeah, do you remember him? Remember him? And the Anfield says, Birmingham was the best performance from a side I've seen this season in the FA Cup. or this season's FA Cup? I don't know. Don't watch them. Just concentrate solely on the Reds. What Serie A and that, you know. That's about it. That's why I'd love this in Cappy, you know. I'd love it. I don't feel you'd love him as well. Fantastic player. Tough match today. Fair play to my cousin and others who travels all the way down there today. Sod that. Says the Anfield. Yeah, I love, honestly, Anfield, I love our away fans. I really love each and every one of them. They're all brilliant. They're all, every one of them. Every single one of them. Love them. I wish I could go. I wish I could go. It's like Wembley, you know what I mean? As I said the other day, I'd love to go to Wembley. I have never been to the new Wembley. Been to the old Wembley loads of times, seen them win the FA Cup, the European Cup, 78. When we detained it. What an occasion that was. You know, but can't do it anymore. And the copite says, sub that, you know. I like that. Ends in there at Anfield. Lineups are expected in the next 5 to 10 minutes. It'll be interesting to see. Who would you like to see in midfield, boys? Before this, you know, before it comes out. Who would you like to see in midfield? And IBR says Arsenal, Chelsea out already, so Man City are the biggest threat to us in the FA Cup. Yeah. They've been a bit lucky, weren't they, apparently. 1-0 down. It's the way it goes. The FA Cup's, it's one of those competitions, isn't it, that anything can happen. I wonder if anyone remembers. We played, who was it? It was a non-league side. Some mad side. And they put us out. We were in the, I think we were in the second division. I'm not quite so sure whether we were in the second division or not. Worcester, was it Worcester? Put us out. I don't know. The Anfield, get yourself down for Wembley, Frankie, lad. Take you for a pie and a mash at the London Bridge. I could tell you something about the London Bridge. That's here in Liverpool. Tell you, I promise you this on here. If you're Scousers, if you ever visit Liverpool, I'll do a walk for you in the summer. I'll do a walk for you. And I'll show you things that are exceptional. Honestly, exceptional. You'll go, didn't know that. I'll promise you that. If you say, you know, if you're up for it, that is. And the cop-out says, McConnell, Nione and Elliott. Yeah, they'll play. Yeah, McConnell, Nione and Elliott. That's Callum's three. Enzo McConnell, and it will be Elliott, says Edward. Yeah, I go along with that, to be honest. McConnell, Jones, Elliott. I don't know about Jones, you know. I don't know about Jones. The Anfield, McConnell, McAllister, Nione. Yeah, because Mac needs it. I think Mac will play it. If he does, you know, I don't think he'll play a full hour. I think he'll play about half an hour. Something like that. Say in the second half. That's a good shot. That's great, that. I like all these. 19 years ago, the West Ham final. Was that 19 years ago? I got a ticket off a colleague. He said to me, "Are you going to it?" I said, he said the final. And I went, "No, I haven't got a ticket." And the following week, he was in. I was teaching. He came in. He went to ticket. I don't know where he got it from. Never asked him. Paid for it, like. And the outfield says, "Frankie, as always, your historic knowledge is amazing about our great city." Thank you, Edward. Anfield, thank you. Thank you so much. And Edward says, "Will the walk be in town?" Yeah. I always meet. I'll tell you where I always meet. I meet on St. George's Plateau, St. George's Old Plateau. That's where I always meet. And there's things around there that are show, and you go, wow. Honestly, albeit that you might not, you look at these things, but what I show you, you just go, I didn't know that. Never seen that. Genuine, honestly. And a little bit of history behind them. And then just a little slow walk into town down William Brown Street, into St. John's Gardens, out of St. John's Gardens, go down, look at the wonderful Mersey Tunnel, tell you a few things about that. Cross over, go up Dale Street, I'll be walking slow, and then I'll show you something by the Ship of Mitre. That's all I'll just say. You'll go, wow, honestly. And then walk a bit further up, and then we get to Hatton Garden, and I'll show you something there, and you'll go, wow. Go just around. Honestly, you will. Not just saying. Then along Dale Street, show you things there. Unbelievable. So yes, Edward, the copite. Gomez, Enzo, Kwanzaa, Samikas, my back line. Very good. Yeah, I think that's a cracking one, that. So you're taking Enzo, aren't you, out of the midfield and putting him in? That's a good one, that, actually, copite. Gomez will definitely play, and Samikas, and Kwanzaa. So yeah, Franco would take us on a tour to the back of the castle. I used to take my students up to Rivington Pike, to our replica castle. That's ours, that. That is ours. The replica castle. I used to take my students up there. Exact replica of the Liverpool castle. What Lord Liverpool built. He wanted to build it here, but they said, no, it's all planning and everything else. You can't build it here. With Everton and 3 days, wouldn't risk Macca or Jones, same as me. But Jones won't play because he played the other night, didn't he? Or the other day. So yeah. It's going to be, it'll be interesting to see, who's going to play. Who's going to play? But I play Jota, Chiesa up front. Play them. They're bound to play. They're bound to play. And wouldn't it be great to see Jota and Chiesa score? Wouldn't it be great? Just be great, that. Yes. I was out with Francie shopping last week, right, and I got this like thing, taste the difference, you know. So we got a little two. You think the two cakes, but they are two cakes, but they're like soldered together. And anyway, I said to Francie, "Yeah, I'll give you that and bring it home." She said, "No, Dad, no, it's too much for me." So I said, "Okay then." So I ate one, cut it in half, and I ate one raw. And I didn't know that you're supposed to cook them. So anyway, I said, that happened. And this morning, I was looking at it in the fridge. I went, I think I'll do that later on. So anyway, I put it in the oven. Not this morning, you know, just before. And I had it. Oh, fantastic. But I'm on a diet now, so there's no chance. Probably not. Little chubby. Chubby. So I'm on a strict diet. Copied. Adley, Salah, Van Dijk, Maka, Szoboszlai, Canate, Robertson, Gravenberch, Hello. Yeah, I think they are. They will be. None of them will be playing. I wonder who'll be in goal. Ali or what? Just wonder. I just wonder. So what do you think? Ali in goal or Kelleher? I think Ali will be in goal. I want the team, says the Anfield, to be dominant. But out of all the years, the league and only the league matters to me. I do not want a Houllier quadruple. I want a top quadruple or double. That's a cracker, that. That's a cracker. And our Lynn, little Lynn, up the goalie is Allison. Up the goalie is Allison. And the Copites come out and say, Kelleher, Gomez, Enzo, Quansah, Samikas, McConnell, Naoni, Elliott, Ngumba, Jota, Chiesa, my 11. I thought that was the team. You're snidey. And Edward says Kelleher, he's having goal. And Lynn says the Plymouth Indians are in for a shot when they see Anfield. No, the playing down there, unless they draw and come up here. I don't know. IBR, Kelleher, Bradley, Quansah, Enzo, Costas, McConnell, Naoni, Elliott, Diaz, Dans. Dans is gone. He's on loan, isn't he? And he gone on loan? Yeah, he's gone on loan, hasn't he? Chiesa. And the Copite says, IBR, Dans is at Sunderland till June. Yeah, because we were talking about it, weren't we? I didn't want him to go. I wanted him to stay here and have the likes of this game. And the Anfield says, Brentford's underestimated Plymouth. We should not underestimate this lot. They've got a good crowd and newish manager. Bounce. Point is, you know, they'll be afraid of us. Unless they've got no fear, you know, they want to do a giant killing, if you know what I mean. I don't know. I can't see them, honestly. I cannot see them coming anywhere near them. And the Copite says, Jota starts, team news is upon us. So we'll find out who the team is. And I'll let you all go. That ITV. I'm not going to have it on ITV. I'll go on something else, and because I can't stand. I honestly don't like advertisements. I think they're pathetic. So stupid. I think they get fellas and girls who are just out of university gone into advertising and doing these pathetic adverts. Been for years, like. Or am I too much? If you know what I mean. Pathetic. So we'll just wait for the team. I'm just going to have a slurp of the orange juice. And at least someone agrees with me with ITV. The Anfield. Yeah, Frankie, ITV, a load of crap. And oh my, 11 was wrong by one player. Oh, never mind. But I said Diaz, didn't I? Or did I say it to our Francine? I said Diaz will play. Diaz will play. So I think Diaz up front, that is. Diaz, the other fella, Chiesa and Jota. That'll be the front three. Not a bad three, by the way, is it? Not a bad three at all. And Lynn says, God help Plymouth, the Scousers are in town. Yes, Lynn. We're all down there. We're all down there. As I said, you know, I keep saying to, you know, the pods and the pod keep saying as well, we've got our lads, our boys and girls who go down there, anywhere I'm talking about, not just down to Plymouth, you go all over Europe. You go all over the country to the Premiership grounds. And they sing their hearts out. I love them, I really do. I know a few of them as well. They're just great lads. Passionate. We all are, we're all passionate. This is the beauty of being a football fan. Liverpool football fan, not bothered about any other. Don't into this. The Anfield says, pretty scary lineup. Slaughter's going for a Paisley season. If he can emulate Bob Paisley, and Copite says, Diaz, Jota, Chiesa, Elliott, McConnell, Naoni, Samikas, Endo, Quansah, Gomez, Kelleher is the 11. Yeah, so we've got the front three anyway. Elliott, McConnell, Naoni. No, it's you're right there, you got that. Samikas, Endo, and Quansah and Gomez. You said that, didn't you, Copite? That was your back four. Spot on there. Elliott, McConnell, Naoni. That's why he didn't go out on loan, wasn't it, McConnell? He's a good kid, but whether he maintains it, I always remember that Brewster and that Woodburn, you know, he's great, never. And a few others that have gone this season. Sold. And the lad sold to Salzburg. He was another big prodigy, and look what happened to him. Took my cousin 8 hours to get down there. Traffic was crap, says the Anfield. It's a horrible journey. It's a horrible journey. That's by coach as well, isn't it? Because the train fares are absolutely ridiculous. Copite. My midfield was right. Back line right. Goalkeeper, right. 2 forwards, right. And 1 forward, wrong. That was the Diaz, wasn't it? I said Diaz, though. And the Anfield says, nice cop-out, nice one. That's great. And the players that I said we left behind, we have left behind. So I was right. May as well call me Annie Callum or Callum Slut. Callum Slut. Callum Slut, I'll call you. Callum Slut from now on. The Anfield says, not sure about midfield, a bit lightweight. Elliot has a lot to prove after that crap. I agree with you there, Anfield. But I've always said, you know what I've said it, that he's better coming off the bench in matches. He really is. There are better midfielders out there, to be honest. And Lynn says, done that trip from Liverpool to South West many times. Takes forever, it does. To let myself. Let's go, champ, says Steve. You never walk alone. Hiya, Steve. Nice to see you. Yeah, Frank coached 300 miles and an accident. That's what you've got to be aware of on those coaches. You know, going down in case there's an accident on the motorway. And the hold-ups are terrible. I remember going down to Devon once, and there was a hold-up because of an accident, but we were very lucky. We were right outside the service station, and it was a 3-hour stop. We just pulled in there. The Alpha says, Callum Slot, you got Arnie's dome, lad. And the cop-eye says, we have definitely respected our guy here. And he's laughing his little head off that door. Cop-eye Callum, I thought I see Lex Luger. Lex Luger, you mean? Lex. Oh, brilliant. IBR says, hopefully we can score early and take the sting out of them. Yes. Yes. I'm not. And Steve says, Arnie's squad is so thin, he's forced to play train, the midfield player, at RB today. We should have at least signed 2 quad. Said it all the time, Steve. We've been saying it all right through the season, right through the summer, last summer. See, we're at a level with the players, you know, we're our best 11, put it that way. But our best, 13, 14. But you need strengthening after that 14 with top quality players so that you can rotate. Give rests. Like today, you know, we've rested all our players. Like we did the other week in the Champions League. We rested them. And we paid the price, by the way, against Lille. Was it Lille? Yeah. No, was it PSV? PSV, I'm sorry. And you paid the price. But you're right there. I'm sorry I never finished that. We should have at least signed 2 quality players last month. That's a centre back and a number 6. Totally 100% agree with you there, Steve. Yeah, Roy used to have a wrestling figure of Lex Luthor. Oh, piss off, it's Luthor. Mr. Luthor. Anyway, Lex Luger. I didn't mean Luthor. No, you never. Anyway. Steve says, did you see Birmingham versus Newcastle game yesterday? Shocking 11. Shocking X-rated tackles and late challenges against the Newcastle players. Oh, Plymouth don't injure our players today. That's what I mean. The cloggers, aren't they? You know, they really are, you know, in the lower divisions. The cloggers. It's the way it is. And the Anfield says, I watched young Batatic. I can see him as our Gravenberch stands in next year. Have you been watching him lately, Anfield? Because I haven't, to be honest. Let's see. And Copite says, should have brought back Batatic for games like today. Should never have allowed him to go. And Steve says, 7 kids on the bench today. I was watching, one of the journals, and you say, you know, the bench is great now. I'm not saying this bench today. As though, like, he's bulling up the squad. Not saying who it was. I only go on that YouTube, and sometimes I go on and see what he has to say. And the Anfield says, yeah, Frankie at Las Palmas, he is very technical and has that steal about. He had the steal about him here, remember? When he was played before he got injured. He was great. Great young lad. And yeah, you're right. You're so right. You know, we do have good young lads, but I don't, you know, he could be on a shelter. We don't know. He could be on a shelter by. We could lose these kids, young lads. Not a kid anymore, is he really? And the Copite says, Nunes is on the bench, and so is Jones, only older heads. And the IBR says, I was shocked when we loaned out Betatic with no dear. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, IBR. Yeah. And I think that's what Steve said as well. We've said it all along, though. We're at this level. Do you know what? Let's say we win the quadruple. Let's just say, oh, yeah, money. You know, everybody celebrate. Will we fucking buy anyone? Like we've done in the past, we just rely on what we've got and hope for, the next season and hopefully that they do something with the same players. And the Anfield says to Callum, Nunes is the least mature of the game. And Steve says, I'm looking forward to seeing these kids today. Nagu, fucking hell, why couldn't he just have a name like Moe or something? And Cone Doherty. He's good, that Cone Doherty. I like him, but you know, this is a totally different level. from, you know, playing kids in the under-18s or 21s or whatever. Nunes and Jones, only two experienced guys on the bench, says Steve. Yeah. Don't worry, we have Jason. Callum, if I ever see you, I'm going to give you a chokehold. Mentioning them. Do you know what I can't get over? You know, some of the LFC TV, and John Bradley's a brilliant commentator, by the way. Don't half like him. I think he's great. But some of the pundits on there, and one of them, Sammy Lee, I'll never forget being at Goodison. And they scored against us. And Sammy was Fat Sam's assistant. And he jumped out of the dugout and was doing all this. And I thought, you prick. You prick. And he's fucking back at on LFC TV saying, oh yeah, we're great. Fuck off. I've seen him in there when I used to go to the Good Turns, you know, Ken Dodd. He used to go there, all these entertainers used to go. And he was there. Why did you fucking go to Everton? You've crashed. You've crashed. With some fans, good fans I'm talking about, going there. Mr. Owen, if you know what I mean. Just looked at me, you know. Came from my ear. Used to pass his shop, Little Butchers, Scotty Road, London Road. Anyway, the Anfield Cup, talking to Cup out there. Hopefully the Darwin can concentrate for an hour and score a goal. I think his hard work is greatly appreciated, but I want more, you know. Everyone does raw, to be honest, answers that. Yeah. And Steve says, winning any trophy this season is bad for us. Why? Cheap broke FSG won't spend on quality players this summer. And that's what we're all afraid of, to be honest. And the Anfield says, this Plymouth manager fancies himself as a bit of a flash fella. He will have a go today. Most probably, Anfield. On the positive point, says Steve, Plymouth do try and play footy on the ground and not oof footy. And the Anfield says, Frankie, they've got some of them people from certain podcast channels on LFC TV doing paper reviews. I was like piss off, took Gary Gillespie off as much as before too. I think your predictive text there somewhere. I was like that like pissed off when they took Gary Gillespie off as much as before too. And Gary Gillespie was always with John Bradley, wasn't he? You know, he was all right. But when you get the likes of Jason fucking McAteer, the self-professed fucking legend, I'm sorry, I won't have that. Fucking won't have it, honestly. Won't fuck all. And yeah, he's fucking legend. Call him a legend. For fuck's sake. McConnell going to boss the game today with Endo, says Steve. And IBR, if we win the league, I'll be happy. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Sorry, Frankie, he was eating a donut. Donuts get in the way, don't you, of typing. And Steve says, John Barnes is another kiss ass. Listen, I fucking seen him reviewing the SUN. He can fuck off. No respect for him whatsoever. He knew. And was at a function one Christmas. And he came at the Shankly. And he came in, John Elders was talking a load of fucking nonsense and whatever, on stage. And all of a sudden he just shows up and come on to him and give it like less than a fucking 10 seconds about the SUN. And, I fuck off. And I was sitting there and all these fellas out, those round tables. I think there was about 10 of us around this table, having a meal. And when he came in, they stood up, these fellas, and I'm just sitting there. And these two look at, I was in the middle. I fucking never had a clue they were, Anyway, they looked at me, either side. And this fella said, are you getting up? I said, fuck off. Just like that, So they all sat down, and he said that later on, he said, why didn't you stand up? And I told him. I said, you haven't a fucking clue. You people who come to Liverpool and enjoy a fucking meal and fucking applaud him, stand an ovation. He's not supposed to be here. I said, I've got no fucking respect for him. I said, do you know about the, I mentioned the fucking paper? I said, it's banned here. Anyone who fucking reads it, they can fuck off. That's upset me, that, by the way. The fucking fella getting mentioned. McAteer, head and shoulders, lad. Yeah, fucking. What kind of donut? Steve says, Stevie Nicol, great player, terrible pundit. It seems as though he's animated, doesn't it? Sitting there like that. Oh, fuck off. But he was a great player, must admit. And I'm feeling IVR. Is it a nice donut? Paul Barnes getting ripped. Frank Barnes has always spoke highly of you, lad. I know, yeah. I know. IBR, one of them crispy creme, cripsy cremes, delectable. She's right, I'm going to go after this, boys. Let you sit down and enjoy the game. And he said, Chris Tick says, just wonder how the Plymouth defenders' stomachs could have changed when they saw Diogo, Lucio, and Chiesa up against them. Our midfield just needs to get the ball forward. Yeah, totally agree. The Anfield. Frank got the ump because Barnes made him watch while he ate that pack of bucket in front. Gave Frankie the beans and coleslaw. Fuck it, honestly. Anfield. Honestly. Begler the West, followed by McMahon. Jim Begler, fucking hell, what? He's trying to be non-biased. He's fucking useless. And McMahon. Ing. Have you seen him now coming out with Ings? Ing. Not Ings who used to play for us, but Ing. Everything on Ing now. Passing. Winging. Crying. The Anfield, Begler and Spackman. Excuse me. And Steve says, loads of ex-Red players on FSG payroll, says Steve. Say signing players, spending money is not good for it. Exactly. Other ex-players like Craig Bailey, Shaka Hislop saying, if FSG signed 2 or 3 players, the squad would be great. But we've got all yes men in, boys. Every one of them. Every single one. We'll see next season. We'll see in the summer. The famous war chest will come out. The summer war chest. And Mary says, it seems almost all the ex-LFC players are obliged to be overcritical of our lads. Yeah. Totally agree with you. And all full of the owners. And the outfit sounds like the perfect diet for the athlete like yourself, says IBOS. The outfield says, enjoy the match, Frankie and Jack. Come on, Liverpool FC, do a football. Yes. And I'll see you all. I'll just finish on Mary's. Steve, she's saying they probably get to party with the Fenway clones. Yeah. Tour. Yeah. Redmen fan channels. Yeah. Be asked with them either. She buys them for me. I'm always at them kale bars, says the Anfield Road to the IBR. John Barnes said a few days ago, FST should not give Mo a 2 to 3 year deal, says Steve. IBR. Franco going for a donut now. But I will see you after the game, boys. And cop eyes. See you, lads. 3-0 up the Reds. You never walk alone. Yes. 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 Best wishes, Frank. Chatting lots, lads, at the Plymouth. Long journey for our supporters. Yes. And I'll finish on that. And I'll see you later. See you around 5 o'clock. Okay, boys. Enjoy the game. Up the Reds. 4-0. Okay, that's me. I've got to say, Lee, big up Frank and Shatters. Pre-match is a treat, even though I missed it. I'll fuck off. I'm finishing now. I'll tell you after the game, Steve. I'm finishing. See you later, boys. Enjoy it. 4-0, as I said.